Pac-Man arrested for plot to kill Trump had planned protests as diversion. U.S. who announced the charges against on Tuesday indicated that the target was Trump, but did not name him. A Pakistani citizen has been charged in an elaborate plot that reads like a spy thriller to assassinate Republican presidential candidate. U.S. who announced the charges against on Tuesday indicated that the target was, but did not name him. For years, the has been working aggressively to counter Iran's brazen and unrelenting efforts to retaliate against officials for the he said. Trump was the president who ordered the Iranian in 2020, which points the assassination plot towards. According to court documents, others may also have been intended victims because of the mention of targets in the plural. Federal of Investigation Chief Christopher Wray said, "Dangerous murder for hire plot exposed in today's charges allegedly was orchestrated by a national with close ties to Iran and is straight out of the Iranian playbook." The alleged plotter, who is also known as, told officials that he has 2 wives, one each in and in Iran, as well as children in both countries. In the complaint filed in the court, the plot reads like a spy thriller with an elaborate scheme to burglarize the home of a target, creating diversions with protests and rallies, and killing the politician. It also included a show of bonding between 46 and the undercover officers he thought were professional killers. The court papers said the plot involved multiple elements: stealing documents or drives from a target's home, planning protests, and killing a politician or government official. Merchant made up code names for each element in the plot: t-shirt for protests, flannel shirt for stealing documents, fleece jacket for the assassination, and yarn dye for their meetings. To entice the person he contacted first and who informed officials, told him that he has an uncle in the yarn-dyed business in Pakistan and he could go into business with them. He asked the government source he thought was an assassin for hire to explain how the target would die in different scenarios. The revelation about this plot comes less than a month after the July 13th failed assassination attempt on Pennsylvania. However, there does not seem to be a connection between the plot by and that attempt, which officials have said was carried out by a lone wolf, a person unconnected to any group or organization. The plot failed because tried to recruit agents for the assassination attempt. Fortunately, the assassins tried to hire were undercover agents, said the of the. He was arrested on July 12th as he was getting ready to catch a flight out of the country. Merchant arrived in April from Pakistan after spending time in Iran, according to the version of the plot in court papers. He contacted a person he thought could help him, and that person reported it to law enforcement and became a confidential source. In mid-June, Merchant met with people he thought were hitmen but were undercover law enforcement officers in. He told them he wanted them to steal documents, arrange protests at political rallies, and kill a political person. The plot would have to be carried out after he left the country, and in either the last week of August or the first week of September, they would be told who the target was, told the undercover officers. He received $5,000 from overseas and made a down payment to the undercover agents. According to the court papers, one of the agents said after getting the money, "We were going forward. We're doing this," to which responded absolutely. Political violence is a constant worry in the. Last week, a man was arrested for allegedly threatening to the presidential nominee. "Kamala needs to be put on fire alive. I will do it personally if no one else does. I want her to suffer a slow, agonizing death," posted on a right-wing social media site, according to the complaint in a court.